Welcome back. Today, we're diving into sound cave technology. Now, this is a company with a really cool, futuristic product, but its future, well, that's looking pretty uncertain. To help us make sense of it all, we've got a lead analyst from HDIN Research here to walk us through their latest 10K filing. All right, and we really have to kick things off right here. This quote, it's from their own auditor's report. And wow, it's a bombshell. This single sentence really sets the stage for everything we're about to talk about. So, how on earth did they get here? So, to really get what's going on, you've got to understand the product. Everything, and I mean everything, for this company hinges on one thing, the Sound Cave Hoodie. And it's a pretty wild piece of wearable tech.
That's right. I mean, looking at their filing, this isn't just a gimmick. We're talking integrated, waterproof Bluetooth speakers right in the hood. Wireless charging, but here's the real kicker. It's fully machine washable and dryable. You don't have to rip out any electronics. The whole idea is to make it a completely seamless part of your life.
Okay, so the concept sounds great, right? But a cool idea doesn't automatically make a successful business. So what do the numbers actually say? Let's get into the financials for 2025 and see what's really happening.
Well, the first thing that just jumps off the page from their statement of operations is this: zero. The company is completely pre-revenue. They brought in exactly $0 in sales for all of fiscal year 2025. And of course, when you have zero revenue, but you still have expenses, you get this: a net loss of more than 66 grand. Most of that was just eaten up by general and professional fees. But this number from the balance sheet is what really tells the story. They finished the entire year with less than $1,400 in cash. I mean, think about that. That's not enough to run any company, let alone one that's trying to launch a brand new complex piece of hardware. Okay, so with the bank account basically empty, what's the plan? How are they possibly going to launch this thing and start bringing in some cash?
So their plan, laid out in the filing, is to skip traditional retail altogether. They're going all in on social media and influencer marketing. The target is pretty specific: young adults in North America, especially that 18 to 34-year-old group. That's their sweet spot.
A direct-to-consumer strategy can definitely work. But you need a moat, right? Something to protect your idea, to keep competitors from just swooping in and copying you. So, what about patents, trademarks, any IP at all?
And this is where it gets really dicey. We pulled this quote directly from their 10K. The company comes right out and says it. They have zero patents, zero trademarks, nothing. For a tech company with a physical product, that is a massive, massive red flag.
Without that protective moat, they're just exposed. Think about it. If this hoodie idea actually takes off, what's stopping a huge brand, a Nike, an Adidas, anyone with a real R&D budget and a global supply chain, from just making their own version and crushing them overnight? The answer is nothing. So you've got no money, and you've got no legal protection for your one and only idea. It's a tough spot. And that really brings us right back to where we started, with that chilling warning from the auditors.
Exactly. And let's be clear, that going concern language, that's not just some legal boilerplate they have to include. No, that's the auditor's official independent opinion. They're basically shouting that this company might not even exist in 12 months unless they get a huge cash infusion, and fast.
So when you put it all together, what do you have? You've got this really intriguing product concept on one hand, and on the other, just this brutal wall of financial and business hurdles. And it's a classic story, really. A great idea that's facing a very, very tough road ahead.
Everything we've talked about today comes from the company's own public filings with the SEC. If you want to dive even deeper, HDN Research has a full, in-depth report on SoundCave. You can find that on their website.